I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on darker. Yeah.
If this nigga bust out deciding to do this, this shit's about to be probably the worst thing. Like, what has Jake Paul did that's really ever really funny, bro?
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
What up, it's Amaj back here with another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Fuck DH, and the video is going to be on Jake Paul wants to do blackface over a skit. So we already know how the fuck Drewski skit kind of like blew up and made all the MAGA white people mad. Well, some white people weren't mad. It was just only the MAGA ones, because they saw or see Charlie Kirk's wife as like a fucking innocent ass person. Bro, I guess since Jake Paul has been getting into like a whole bunch of like political shit, supporting Donald Trump and shit, I think the first time like I saw any news about this type of shit was when he got into like a spit spat with Bad Bunny after the performance and said it was shit. And even his brother didn't agree with this shit. You know, Logan Paul trying to stay up on the up and up. But yeah, this nigga got mad over Drewski's skit. Let's get into the video and see what the fuck's going on.
I was scrolling Twitter and I seen Jake Paul talking about how he wanted to do blackface over the Drewski skit, and that's when I realized that Drewski really hurt their feelings. I mean, this shit is frying me so bad. Erica Kirk got shooters apparently. I wasn't even gonna talk about Drewski's skit originally because the entire internet already handled it, but the fact a white person, Jake Paul at that, would fix his mouth to say he do blackface in retaliation over a skit mocking someone who doesn't even respect her dead husband is crazy. What are we doing here? Erica Kirk got shooters, and the one person I've seen grieve Charlie is a raccoon shaped woman. Look, I got a lot of stuff on my mind. Let me tell you about it. Comment for the algorithm. Okay, before I talk about Jake Paul, you know I gotta play a little bit of Drewski's skit.
Get on your feet, boy!
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children.
Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have.
Nigga, this had probably like took this nigga so long to record because this nigga studied her goddamn movements and studied her facial expressions. Cause like, nigga, this nigga is a top tier actor, bro. Put him in some movies.
All organic pop cup.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men.
And obviously when this clip dropped, it went uber viral. Drewski definitely poked the bear a little bit, in a sense, because the usual suspects were on Twitter crying. I don't know if it was Laura Loomer, but I do remember some white conservative demon yapping about how this is insensitive and how Erica just lost Charlie, and basically trying to tell Drewski he's tripping. But this is easily debunked by the fact that Drewski says this is how conservative women in America act. And here,
bro, hey, yo, bro, he said she just lost Charlie. Bro, she got a shitty ass way of showing it. I'm sorry, bro. She does. Like, everybody sees through that. Like, you didn't even take the normal grieving route. You start, like, going in, having like a fucking fireworks shit, having this type of big ass fucking parade for this shit. Like, bro, I don't see death as in celebrating like that.
it's the description of Erica Kirk. Ask yourself whose fault is that? And if Erica is the first person your mind goes to, that's on you. That's not even the worst part. Everyone clearly knows who fits this description. Let's not act like Erica Kirk was not galvanizing the right. She's been popping out at these WrestleMania type white people events, and it's just so somber. I've been watching that raccoon woman lose her mind and damn near grapple with spiritual psychosis trying to cope with Charlie Kirk's death.
Which brings me to dreams, by the way. A dream that I had, a very vivid dream, whereupon Charlie told me that he had been betrayed. And so he's been betrayed, that's it. Loving your emails, telling me about your dreams. People in Turning Point had dreams. There was
You know what's crazy? I think if Charlie was alive, he wouldn't even care that this woman is even supporting him, bro. I've seen all these fucking like clips of this nigga always. He showed some crazy ass signs of like where he was headed.
One young woman who emailed me and said, Candace, like, I just have to tell you, the week leading up to this, I had a very vivid dream about so-and-so at the company and 6 snakes that were around him.
Despite being the people who claim to empathize with Charlie Kirk want you to believe it's normal to watch Erica Kirk cosplay WWE like Charlie Kirk didn't get turned into an internet meme immediately after his death. And I don't even like the nigga. And now it's gotten to the point Trump was insinuating that Erica should sue him.
I think you should sue him, but you know, I told her, you ought to sue somebody. They're so jealous of Erica.
This proves that even if this fucking weird nigga of a president doesn't even know the fucking law, nigga. That shit was protected by the First Amendment, my nigga. You can't sue somebody over that. That nigga, and plus on the up and up, that nigga Drewski didn't even say a name, but like people around the internet attached it to her. Like we do what you want with that, but like it's still protected.
I said, you know, sue their I can say it, you're not allowed to say this, you have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
So I just wanted to show you guys the general right-wing reaction to Drewski's skit. A video poking fun at the average conservative woman warrants enough vitriol that the creator should be sued. Now this brings me to Logan Paul, who during a conversation with Theo Von revealed he wanted to do a response to Drewski.
I want to ask you something because I've been, over the last couple of days, calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
darker.
Yeah, and do it and just do it back because why not?
Yeah,
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
I think if there's a way to do it, oh, this singing in well, that's even this sentence. But if
It's
there's
not.
a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character, I think.
So I'm gonna stop right there.
Bro, if this nigga bust out deciding to do this shit's about to be probably the worst thing. Like, what has Jake Paul did that's really ever really funny, bro? Like, if this nigga comes out, it's gonna be chance by chance with this shit. It could either be really funny, and you know, it could get people to chuckle. It can get me to chuckle because I think a lot of shit be funny. But like, knowing when this nigga Jake Paul does it, it's not gonna be funny. Have you seen this nigga in the Vine days? This nigga was like his second. He was this little brother of fucking Logan Paul, bro. That shit was like that shit was never funny, bro. Oh my god. But like, for him to like think about doing this, like, it wouldn't even be acceptable even before this, because this nigga's trying to do this out of spite because Drewski made it like actually funny and it was comedic. But if he comes around it and try to do it, it's gonna come off as, oh, I'm getting revenge for all white people. Like, I feel like it's just gonna come off as that. But this nigga, it's not. Other than that, if I put that aside, this nigga's not funny. So he can't get away with that.
I hate the fact that he's technically correct because there is a way to do it. Rush Hour is a little edgy and pushes lines, but everyone loves it. Funny racism can get a social pass sometimes. But what's funny about Blackface? I want to know how Jake Paul even envisions executing this, and I want to know why he feels so compelled to make a counter skit to something that doesn't even.
Side note, and this nigga's probably gonna tell the stereotypical jokes. And, you know, saying, oh, watermelon, oh, fried chicken, wait, oh, the hood. Bro, nigga, that's such a fucking early ass 2000s type of thing. And all the type of people always talk about that, nigga. It's so stereotypical. There's like no inside joke you will be able to get away with that bullshit, my nigga. And plus, like, this nigga Drewski made it about conservative women. He didn't like make it. He made three different skits actually on like white people. He attacked like all 3 different type of bases, and it was fucking hilarious. And he attacked 3 like stereotypes: white boy in the hood, and he like went to the country part and attacked that type, and then he went after like the conservative part. So like, I like that.
Involve him. Drewski took shots at white conservative women, and that was the Batman signal for Jake Paul.
I'm trying to think of somebody else. Charles Barkley. if you got one of those guys to be like, hey, Theo, I want you to do this skit with me. Let's do this.
But still, that's pussying out.
You think it is?
Yeah.
To me, there's a level of like,
Doesn't that make us more like prejudice?
like more prejudice?
That makes us, if we have to partner with someone. Drewski just dropped this.
And he's done it a couple of times,
Exactly. I fucking love it.
So Jake Paul says that he's being
Sure.
pussy, and he tries to argue that it's more prejudice to need a cosign to joke about a group of people from that group of people than it is to just make the joke without the need of a cosign. That's what these racist niggas try to do. They try to make it about this being equalization while ignoring historical context. And mind you, the conversation somehow turns into Jake Paul and Theo Von literally laughing at Blackface. I mean, they're staring at these images and kind of like shooting the shit over it.
That's Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah. That's not Shaq.
Jake Paul knows that's not Shaq. That's just how he truly feels about us. He was just going on about how it's more prejudice to need a cosign, but then he turns around and he laughs at Blackface and tries to act like that looks like Shaq. And that's only one criticism. My other criticism is that these racist people consistently ignore historical context in the historical background. There's no history of whiteface, and honestly, years from now, Drewski's skits and whiteface as a concept might even be viewed as a historical opposition to white supremacy. The thing all these men share in common. And Drewski wasn't even wrong. This is literally Erica Kirk. Does this not look like a WWE entrance? And even though I don't know who this white woman is, she looks just like Drewski in the skit.
I can tell you as a real woman that the left would do anything to destroy women's rights in this country. They want boys and men in our locker rooms. Are we gonna stand for that?
You can't even take these people seriously because they rally behind hate, which only shields the real villain.
Jeez, I can't be a one that just likes listening to this type of shit, bro. I can't deal with like listening to a lot of conservative shit. Like if some type of shit like blows up and you know, that's like this war in Iraq thing, like that's something for me to pay attention to. But like if it's just like regular fucking type of political shit, I just cannot pay attention to this type of shit, bro. Ugh.
But you know, negativity consumes these movements. Since we're on the topic of consumption though, I think y'all should go consume the content on Spotify. Today's video is sponsored by my Spotify page. So if you enjoy my content, but you want to hear it, the thing about Jake Paul that's been bothering me is that I can't help but think how crazy it is. This man went from being on Disney Channel and shows like Bizaardvark to cozying up with the best friend of US history's most prolific sex trafficker.
You guys have that swag. There's a lot of young kids in here. The future of America. I grew up just a few hours away from here, and my dad taught me to fight. And all of our voices matter in America. And I'm never afraid to speak the truth, and I know you guys aren't.
I'm not gonna let you listen to any of this conservative stuff any longer.
Thank you.
Especially when Jake Paul couldn't even hide his sweaty pits. This is clearly part of Jake Paul's recent rebrand to right-wing politics. I mean, Trump even endorsed him at the end after he walked off. I do think this is like a symbiotic relationship on some shit. Trump gets to leverage Jake's audience, whoever those cave dwellers are, and Jake Paul uses the Trump connection for political power. Drewski exposed these Sun Dodgers with a skit that was laced with a fragment of truth. Imagine how they'd feel to live in ours. But that's all I had to say.
I don't know. Hey, this was a good video and great insight of like how these people really fucking try to play this shit off, bro. Because like I swear, wow, this nigga is really barely bothered by this shit. And I know it'll probably be like a lot of white people or some that'll probably comment to the video or not. I never know, because there was a lot of people comment on that white supremacist thing. I titled the video because of the Aiden Ross thing. There was a lot of people in the comments saying, oh, being soft. I'm like, no, bro, she ain't being soft. I swear, if one of those people were black and saying something about being soft, bro, you just really do not give a fuck about your race anyway, bro. I really stopped paying attention to those type of people because they say, oh, it's cool, come to the cookout, but I really do not know what the fuck people be talking about anymore with this type of shit, bro. But like I said, Drewski skit was funny as fuck, bro. And like if he bro, he makes shit funny. That's the difference. He can make this shit funny. But like if you're not funny, and like I mean, okay, let me put it. I'm not soft, and some people are not soft. If they don't find something funny, at least you can't get away with this shit, bro. Like all the white people and all the other skits, and Drewski's genuinely a funny person. And if this nigga came out and made that shit, it would not be funny, bro. I'm telling you off the bat, bro. If a white person actually came out, you know, actually made some type of shit funny, and I'm gonna analyze the video, I'm gonna be like, okay, shit pretty funny as fuck, nigga. If they say something that like you know could get me to laugh, then I'm hella not gonna be offended, nigga. That's the thing. You gotta be funny enough to just get away with this shit. But hey, if you guys wanna watch some more videos, go check out my other videos. And if you like my reaction, like and subscribe. We are on the road to 450. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder?